Tracker Doppler radar, sponsored by bankruptcy attorney E. Orem Young. Now, your local weather with meteorologist Brian Briggs.
Well, good Monday morning to you. Hopefully your week is off to a wonderful start. Weather-wise, though, we do have a lot to talk about, especially with the tropics, and that's not going to make our week all that nice. At least in the short term, though, our live storm tracker Doppler radar really not showing anything going on, and this is not really expected to change too much as we go through the course of our Monday here. Generally, we're going to be seeing maybe some isolated activity. That is because Marco's moisture, at least, is still kind of off towards the south and east out of our area, and you're noticing a lot of these watches and warnings being trimmed along the Louisiana Gulf Coast right now, and that's because, well, this system is just getting eaten alive by wind shear. So Laura, too, not looking too great as of this morning, kind of being sheared apart, but again, this is going through some lane interaction, so there's still some details that need to be ironed out with this system, but we're certainly not out of the woods as far as with the impacts potentially with Laura. So let's kind of at least circle back to Marco here, still officially holding at tropical storm strength, and it's just kind of a very localized area of shower and thunderstorm activity. And again, it's just kind of off towards the south and east of New Orleans still at this time. Keep in mind, the circulation was expected to really kind of head in that direction and kind of scrape along the Louisiana coastline, eventually ending up into Texas. But the thing is, the convection continues to get pushed off towards the north and east. So this will be interesting to see what the new track holds as of the 7 a.m. update, to see if that reflects any sort of eastward movement with this system. But eventually, it looks like the circulation, at least, will eventually move its way westward. This will at least have some impacts on the weather here in the Arklebus. But this system, at least right now, is the most troublesome for our impacts here. Tropical storm Laura still at that strength right now and holding at about 65 miles per hour. And again, the circulation not very defined. However, the convection around it is still fairly healthy, and it still has a little bit of time to go before it really reaches its full potential. So it is still expected to work its way into the Gulf of Mexico here by the time we get into the Wednesday and the later Wednesday, early Thursday time frame. And as it is now, the National Hurricane Center has it making landfall at a Category 2 hurricane, tracking it northward right over the Arklebus for the Thursday and early Friday time frame, and eventually becoming a remnant low and heading off towards the northeast during that time frame. What ultimately boils down is what's going to happen here once it gets past Cuba will ultimately determine what happens here. So again, the system is expected to at least grow into a Category 2 hurricane, and how strong it ultimately is will determine whether or not we see tropical storm strength here in the Arklebus, or if we just see quite a bit of flooding potential or quite a bit of severe weather potential. Details still up in the air, but considering that we have high sea surface temperatures around our area, it would not be shocking to see Laura rapidly intensify as it gets out into the Gulf of Mexico. So in the short term, though, at least all we have to really worry about is some shower and thunderstorm activity. Again, it's mainly going to be for the eastern half of the Arklebus through the course of the afternoon and evening, but otherwise most of us will remain dry. Tuesday, though, we'll have a lot more moisture and a little bit better dynamics in place as this system moves through. So we'll continue to see the effects here as Marco's moisture moves through the Arklebus, and could bring some bouts of heavy rain, maybe even a strong thunderstorm or two. But again, I want to emphasize that the main impact from this system is going to be Laura's impacts here, especially for that Wednesday and a Thursday time frame. And again, details continue to be ironed out. But all in all, heavy rainfall and some flooding rains possible as this system moves through. Continue to stay updated with the latest forecast. Moisture continues to linger through the area through the weekend, and that will keep elevated chances for showers and thunderstorms around.